Hey everyone, we're going to find the nth term of each geometric sequence and write out the terms. And we're basically going to use this formula here to help us out. A lot of these you can just write them out. Remember, a sequence is a list. So we're not adding them or anything like that. We're just going to make a list of them. So let's get started. We're going to write out our first term is -10. And they want to go to the fourth term. So this would be your second term, third term, and your fourth term. So using the formula, we're just going to write our first term. Our formula was a sub n equals our first term times r to the n minus 1. This being your n's. So basically, we're going to do -10 times our r is 4. And 2 minus 1 is just to the first power. Alright? And next one's -10 times 4 squared. And the last one would be -10 times 4 cubed. So if they just want the fourth term, all you have to do is write -10 times 64 equals -640. If you actually write out all the terms, this would be -10, -40. 4 squared is 16, so that's -60. And this would be -640. And if you notice, what you're doing is you just keep multiplying by 4. So our common ratio is 4. Just multiplying each of these by 4. And that's another way to do it. So for example, this one, we want to go all the way to the ninth term, so we want to go to the ninth term here. So if we use our formula, we're going to put our first term times r to the 9 minus 1. Again, a sub n equals your first term times r to the n minus 1. So this is going to equal 4 times 3 to the 8th power. And I don't know what 3 to the 8th power is, but if you do 3 to the 8th power, that is 6. So it's going to be 4 times 6,561. Multiply that by 4, and you'll get 2,06244. Now, if you want to write out all the terms, you're just going to write 4 and keep multiplying that by 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. So you don't have to keep writing the formula. 12 times 3 is 36. 36 times 3 is 108. Times 3 again, that's going to be 324. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms here. And I'll put the next 4 down at the bottom. So multiply that by 3 again. You get 972. Multiply by 3 again. You get 2916. Times 3 again. 8748. And multiply by 3 again. You get this. 26244. So that's how that goes. All right. And now we have this one. So let's do the same thing. Our nth term, which in this case they want to be 5, is your first term times your common ratio to the 5 minus 1. So this is going to equal -14 to -1/2 to the 4th. So it's going to be -14. It's going to end up being positive. So 2 to the 4th is 16. So our final answer is -14 divided by 16, which equals negative 7 divided by 8. All right? And again, if you write out all the terms, you just write them out and multiply by negative 1/2. So it's going to be alternating sequence here. So negative 14 times negative 1/2 is 7, times negative 1/2 is negative 7/2, times negative 1/2 is going to be 7/4, and times negative 1/2 is going to be negative 7/8. So there's your first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and fifth term. All right. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.